intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. What's going on, main characters? It's your boy Talks Too Much with Third Party Studios. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here in the studio with my boy, the Cody.
Hello.
What is up with you, my main man? But also, before we talk about you, because you're not that big of a deal,
Understandable.
we have the Planks is already beat us. He was the first commenter in the stream. Welcome to the stream, Planks. Good to have you here, buddy. We're gonna jump right into content so that you can be entertained.
Entertained.
We have heard the call. We will entertain. All right, Cody.
I'm just here for the money.
Wait, what?
You guys are getting paid?
You guys are getting paid? So what has your week been up to, man? What's the nerdness?
A lot of Battlefield 6.
Okay, we're going to be talking a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure it'll come up a lot, and we're talking about streaming it tomorrow, so that's the plan, I think. But hit me with it. What is, like, the main thing? Because you've been kind of, like giving me sneak preview, like, side comments about it, but, like, what's the big appeal?
I mean, it's Battlefield, man, at its finest. It feels fucking amazing. It feels really boots on the ground. Like, there's no, like, sprint, slide, crouch, just nuking people.
True. Yeah, that didn't need to be in any...
The aim is very... You have to be on point with your aim. Even, like, console aim assist is not really that helpful.
That's good.
You gotta, like, burst fire your way through any situation.
Yeah, I agree. That's a really good appeal to first-person shooter fans, because what you've seen with popularity of, like, a lot of modern-day first-person shooters, you see, like, Tarkov be obviously carving out its own space, and you see games that, like Rainbow Six Siege, where you may have a lot of complaints about the accuracy of, like, the guns and how they're recreated and stuff, and obviously they're fictional universes, doesn't matter. But they, I mean, they do punish inaccuracy. Like, if you're not aiming correctly, they punish you for it. So
yeah, there's this, like, so you got assault rifle, carbine, and sub.
Mm-hmm.
The MP5 feels a lot more accurate at ranges compared to the M4A1.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never felt the M4 in any Battlefield game was ever accurate. And honestly, I always thought the, like, I'm looking back to, like, Call of Duty, like, Modern Warfare, the first one, the OG. And I think the M4 in that game is the only example of the M4 that was ever in a first-person shooter game that also had the M16, where the M4 was the superior gun between the two.
Yeah, the M16's kind of been shit since
Yeah.
then.
So I mean, in most FPS games, it just does not feel like the M16 has ever really carried its weight in any FPS. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's every class, every gun is pretty viable if you know what you're doing. Like, I had you know that clip that's been going around where this guy dives under a tank and takes out with his torch?
Maybe we should play it.
I had an off-brand version of that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was this huge conquest map. This tank is out in the middle of nowhere. I'm just sneaking up on the motherfucker. Guy hops out to repair it. Dome him with the shotgun, and I hop under it, and I'm just doing the same shit. It's a very off-brand version. It's not as cool at all. But I ended up taking it out with the torch. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I want to see if I can find that clip. But so what we would ultimately be talking about with that would be all the clippable moments in Battlefield 6. There right now, it kind of dominates YouTube. Like, if you're looking for any game clips, it feels like Battlefield 6 has taken up a lot of real estate on YouTube for clips and for kill cams and just hype moments.
There's this COD streamer or whatever. It's like, Battlefield isn't clippable. And it's like, bro, have you not played it? It is the most clippable. What do you clip in COD? Just, like, kill streaks and that's it? You don't do anything real cool. Like, a guy will attach C4 to his drone and fly it up somewhere and kill someone. You can't do that shit.
I mean, is there really that much space under the tank to pull this off? I mean,
yeah, you can dive under the tank.
I've seen like two clips. Obviously, the one we're talking about, which I'm gonna try to pull it up and see if I can just find it for us. Planks apparently, apparently Planks, you're getting your notifications on YouTube. That's awesome. That needed to happen. We need the help. Save us. But no, so, I mean, have you had your own clippable moment like that?
There's been multiple ones where it's like, holy shit, I can't believe I pulled that off moments. And then a bunch of other moments that are like, what the fuck, where was that from?
Have you seen the helicopter, or I'm sorry, not the helicopter, but the, when people are jumping out of the planes, they have the RPG and then they, like, knock another plane out of the sky?
Oh, yeah.
There was one where they got a tank on top of... Boy, none of these sound possible, but as I'm like, what was it? They put a tank on top of I think it was an airplane, They somehow got a tank on top of an airplane and it shot down another airplane. None of the it's not a helicopter because the helicopter would just instaplode.
Right.
But I mean, it doesn't sound real, right? I mean, it doesn't sound possible.
Like back in
just the collision shouldn't be doable.
in Battlefield 4 and I think 2042. I'm not sure if you can do this in 6 or not, but you just pile up a bunch of C4 under a friendly tank and you can launch that motherfucker to the stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I haven't seen that in 6 yet, but yeah, there's a bunch of random shit you can do in that game.
Oh man!
I saw this one guy. He had a .006 KD ratio.
0.06?
0.006 KD ratio. He has a total of 8 kills, but 5,000 revives.
Oh wow! Oh wow! No! Oh, there was another something similar to that. There was a guy who apparently there's drones. There's apparently there's.
Like recon drone or whatever.
Apparently there's drones. A first-person shooter in modern day that doesn't have like 10 variants of drones in it. Yeah, okay. Dumbass talks too much. Being stupid again. No, the guy had a drone. He flew above like the enemy like location, and then what he ended up doing was just scanning the field and giving markers to all of the opponents. And he was at the top of his team's leaderboard with no kills, or it was like maybe it was 6 kills. But he was at the top of his team's leaderboard with like thousands and thousands and thousands of points, only just spotting for his team.
Assists.
Yeah,
spot assists.
The entirety of all team damage, given to you as assists, as long as you can tag enough people. Oh man, there's so many clips now. I can't even find the one I wanted. I mean, it was insanely popular. It's not even like brand new. It's just
Yeah, one of the most inconsistent I found was the starter shotgun. I forget what it is, but you start out with buckshot, and like close range, you can miss all the fucking time. But if someone's like 50 yards from you, just 2 shots and they're out.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on with this gun?
Well, all right. It sucks that I have to just abandon finding this thing. It was such an epic clip.
You do suck at searching for stuff.
Bro, I mean, how am I not finding this thing right now? If you find it, message it at me.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
But yeah, we got to get back to putting something on the screen here.
But I've been doing that, and then The Outer Worlds 2 came out, and I've only played like an hour or 2 so far.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out yesterday. And it's from Obsidian. You know, they did Fallout and Pillars of Eternity,
Mm-hmm.
all that shit. They're like the superior writers for Bethesda, basically. But yeah, that came out and is actually really good so far for like a dystopian, futuristic sci-fi RPG. So far, it's a lot better than the first. The starting area and whatnot is better than the first.
There was a similar, it's not the same, but there was a similar story that came out recently where Warhammer 40K, obviously, we've talked about the drama with them, the controversy around their pretty significant retcons related to like the custodies. They obviously did their female custodies. Space Kings made fun of them for it.
No girls allowed.
No girls. You're not canon. And so they were doing the female custodies thing, and a lot of Warhammer fans were just like, "I'm done. Like, this is stupid." And who could be surprised if you don't respect your own lore? How could you expect anyone else to respect it? But there was another Kickstarter for a small project called Trench Crusade. Have you heard of have you heard of this one?
Have you heard of this? Have you seen this?
So Trench Crusade is basically set in a alternate universe, Europe, and I'll just pull that up.
If you can find it.
I will. That's just yeah, Trench Crusade. So basically, it's a small studio where they were doing a Kickstarter, and it wasn't originally looking like it was going to pop off, but then it just blew up because all the drama around Warhammer 40K and people looking for alternatives. And Trench Crusade is, I'll just read from the headline here. During the Crusades, a heretical band of Templars dared defy the Almighty, unleashing the forces of hell upon the earth. Over 800 years later, in the year of our Lord 1914, this merciless war between the forces of heaven and hell still rages on. Step into the cataclysmic struggle that will decide the fate of humanity's soul. And this is a tabletop. War game. They have you buy miniatures, you play the miniatures out, and it's kind of freaking cool. It's pretty epic. And I'm pretty deep invested into Warhammer 40K, and it's hard for me to pick up a brand new one and build a group that would be looking to play it.
I think this did come across my YouTube shorts at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I was only bringing it up because when you were talking about like a franchise kind of giving way to competition, this was just one example that was fresh on my mind because the story I read up on was pretty recent. So
yeah, I've been spending most of my week. It's just get home from work, play Battlefield for a while, and then play like a little bit of Dragon Age or something else.
There's two things I want sneak peeks on, so you'll have to be the one to give me the sneak peek here real quick. But I want to know how well snipers perform, and specifically how well anti-tank weaponry like RPGs, explosives, C4, mines work against tanks. Because it seems to be the case that in Battlefield 2042, you could max out all of your ammunition on RPGs, you can get the maximum build for it, and still, even with direct hits, not take out a tank. So I'm hoping that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong here.
You're the problem.
I don't think I am. If you get 5 direct hits with an RPG on a tank, call me old fashioned. The fucker should die. It should go down.
It's pretty good, but also like your repair torch is also very good. So if a guy hops out and just starts repairing right away, and it's just like you versus him in the tank, you're not gonna be able to take the tank out. But like the replenishment of supplies is pretty insane. Like someone could throw down an ammo patch and you just sit on there and just gather up like 6 RPGs and like 6 mines.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to say. I was pretty sure that in Battlefield 2042, what we've been playing is you can't really replenish RPG shells that well.
Once like this is the way I understand it. I got a few hours in or whatever, but like you start out with 3 RPGs. And if you spend all 3, you have to end up going to an ammunition pack. Oh no, this might be like perks as you progress through a match or whatever. There's like 3 perks, however many points you get. So I think like you do more damage or you replenish faster or whatever, the further into a match you are and how much experience you've gotten. But I think that does it. Like beginning a match, if you use 3, you got to go find someone to resupply you.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's new. That's a new mechanic. They didn't have that in Battlefield 2042, where like you had like the duration of the game directly played into like the amount of bonuses and your performance, unlocking new abilities, new perks, you might call them.
Right. Yeah, like your operator ability. They don't have that really. It's like a class ability, but
it unlocks as the game goes on. And is it directly related to the length of the game, or is it related to your performance?
Well, if the game's 40 minutes long, you're eventually going to get to all 3 of your perks, but yeah.
Okay, but if someone sits there in the corner, does nothing except move around so he doesn't get kicked.
Still get points. He's just slowly.
Just slowly, but he will still unlock his those perks or those abilities.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was kind of trying to find out, was whether or not you would still unlock them and have access to them. All right. Well, so I've been up to a couple of different things this week. Mostly I've been trying to get rid of my Tau Warhammer 40K model set.
Someone buy it, please.
Yeah, someone, if you want to, you could, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not dropping it here, but, yeah, I've been looking at the new Raven Guard for Warhammer 40K models. That's from one of the chapters of the Space Marines. And their models just look sick and just look kick-ass, and they play how I think I want to play. And so I full sent into Tau, and I regret that very much. So I'm trying to just get something back so I can play those. But that's been some of my week. Also I've decided to entirely be done with Dungeons and Dragons. I will play the game. I would even DM, and I'm keeping just the core books. But I am getting rid of most of my models, most of my miniatures. I'm getting rid of almost all of my campaign books. And I've just decided I'm over Dungeons and Dragons. There is nothing in it for me. Wizards of the Coast is super gay.
So
and
gay.
I mean, whatever. I don't care if you want to do that. It's just like nothing lore-wise matters. You had 70 years building a franchise, and you have these modern-day twerp college douchebags who go in there, and they're like, we're going to make everything androgynous and super gay and lame. And I'm just not here for it. I'm like, fine, go do that. Make Dungeons and Dragons just this nonsensical universe where SpongeBob, Rick and Morty, and Sonic the Hedgehog can all go fuck each other. And
turning into Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard is what's the latest? Is it version 5 or something?
So the edition you've heard me talk about playing is 5th edition.
5th edition.
There's another edition that's come out recently, but it's not like 6th edition. It's it's sort of like a really weird androgynous gay edition where basically I think it was
The
like
gay edition.
it was referred to as Dungeons and Dragons 2024. It was referred to as 5.5. It was referred to as 6th. So it's had a lot of common names, but I don't even know what the official edition is called with this new version. But I mean, you could
apparently Baldur's Gate 3 was built on the 5th edition, and it sucked so much that they had to change a bunch of stuff in game.
Correct.
To accommodate it.
No, that's entirely correct. It's also the main. Well, once you get to a certain power level in Dungeons and Dragons, it becomes just impossible to not like. It becomes impossible to like put into any game because the games have. I mean, video games have obvious rules that are based on the code you put into it. Whereas Dungeons and Dragons has like literal spells that can have you shift and change the universe or step into a different dimension or move the world around you or time stop or I mean even fucking wish. Like could you imagine using wish in Baldur's Gate 3 and being like I wish I could go back in time like 2 days to this exact point in the game having absolutely no fucking clue how to do that. Right. So
okay, I think I found the Battlefield clip we're talking about. Just type in John Battlefield 6.
In what? Like
YouTube.
In YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Sit tight, boys. We'll keep talking. But
like the comment section on this video is always like, guys, he might be the John Battlefield.
What is the significance of John Battlefield? Is that
like Commander-Chief or whatever? He's just the guy.
Okay.
Hold on.
Not first result.
John Battlefield 6. BF6.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Put BF6 in the search bar.
I thought I did. I thought I typed a literal 6.
You're still not getting it.
Well,
John Battlefield BF6. Just type the exact same thing I'm telling you. Oh, you had it.
Yeah.
John Battlefield BF6. You can't search dick.
You're saying the same words back to back. All right, John Battlefield BF6.
First one.
Is there a space between any of that? Okay, we found it. Okay, cool.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing and pathetic.
Talking to a wall.
For what is a man?
All right, we got that.
What has he got? If not himself,
this is amazing. I gotta pause it real quick because
turn it down.
Yeah, I'll just turn it down because we are definitely not going to be allowed to be playing.
Can't play Frank Sinatra.
We can't play Frank Sinatra. It's not public domain. It's not Happy Birthday. But look at this guy. He's under the tank. He's just chilling. Brings out is the torch. You made a comment that the torch is OP for repairs,
repair and destruction.
So
yeah.
it is good.
Walk up and just do buco damage to this thing.
Look at that. He just melts the dude.
Took out like 10-15 guys.
Yeah.
Takes out the tank.
This is okay.
It's so satisfying doing your job in Battlefield 6.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, and I mean, do you remember when I think it was the open beta where they had the it was the open beta and they had the medic class and people were running around using the defib as an insta kill.
Oh yeah.
Like it was basically Modern Warfare 2 commando perk level like insta kill.
Oh yeah.
Go behind them and just chain kill with the with the defibs, yeah.
So I haven't played medic, but it seems like there's like no cooldown on it, where you can just walk up to 5 dead teammates and just bang, 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 get them all up, no problem.
Yeah.
So like if you're in a room and you took out a bunch of guys and then one medic comes in, starts reviving, you're like, fuck.
Well, in Battlefield in 2042, this is one of my main complaints with the defib in Battlefield 2042 is that the defib, you have to basically like sit there, charge. You have to call out clear, and you have to like look around, make sure no one's touching the body.
Right.
Then you have to like.
It's like ping the guy that just shot you.
Yeah, it's so basically in Battlefield 2042, it was impossible to like really be consistent with the defibs, and I think that was a big part of why people didn't like really lean into it super hard. You would have some really impressive sweats who would go balls to the wall and just full commit, and often they would do a decent job. But I would expect that a reason we didn't get a lot of people doing their job as medic was because, well, as soon as you try to use it, your character model slows down. You're stuck in the open. It takes a moment.
I think you're faster with the defibs equipped in this one.
That's what it appears to be.
In Battlefield 1, I mained a medic in that one because you could just shoot people up all the time. Because they didn't
Oh,
have
right.
fibs, so you're just heroin.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, if you so I'm curious for tomorrow. I'm excited. I think it'll be a really fun time, and I hope you guys will come hang out and tune in with us.
There's one conquest map though that takes like an hour. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm not I don't know, man. Not really up for that. Oh, BT Dubs got Super Mario Brothers working on the computer the other day, so
did you?
it's coming, guys. Super Mario Brothers is coming
It's
to third-party studios. Get excited.
It's like Man Bear Pig. It's coming.
It's coming. Oh, it's Member.
He's coming.
What did you think of the newest South Park episode?
I stepped out after the third episode of the season. I just don't care.
I get it. Honestly,
I have no idea what's going on there.
I hear mixed bag. Honestly, people who absolutely despise Trump and like right now are like, oh, South Park's doing pretty good. I'm actually really about it. People who don't, or people who do like Trump are kind of like, all right, it was funny, got the gag, laughed at it, but I'm like, all right, can we get some diversity in the episodes? And I think
It's whenever they spend a whole season on one thing, it just gets old real quick.
I agree. That's been my main criticism of it.
Since like what, seasons 20? They were doing that shit.
This was the first time that South Park, like this last episode was the first time South Park dropped a hard reference I had never heard of before, though.
What was it?
So there's apparently this this thing going on with young people where
There's a lot.
well this one thing.
Well, one thing.
So South Park pulled a reference to young people going around and they would get each other into conversations where they would say the numbers 6 and 7 in sequence.
6, 7. Yeah, it's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, okay, so you know of it.
Yeah, I got coworkers with kids, and they fucking
I have no idea what
they bring out the belts anytime they say it.
I have no idea what it is.
It means nothing.
Well, I'd not heard it like ever, like at all. And then I watched it on South Park. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, they did the Labubu episode where like all these girls in school like obsessed with Labubus. At least I had heard of that because I watched that finance guy on
Basically,
YouTube
like
stuff.
Beanie Babies. Oh,
Yeah.
Caleb Hammer.
Yeah, Caleb Hammer. I watched his finance thing, and this lady went into like thousands and thousands of dollars into debt because she was investing into Labubus. And I'm just like, bro, I can't even criticize.
I was gonna say you spent thousands of dollars on miniatures.
I've spent thousands of dollars on pieces of plastic. I've spent probably way more than what I've probably spent more into Yu-Gi-Oh, the trading card game, than I have into Warhammer. But I mean,
Damn.
well, keep in mind, I was
Years of that.
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh fan in grade school, like in like daycare. Like I was into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. I thought that shit was awesome.
I've spent at least $1,000 in Star Wars: The Old Republic. So
In one video game?
yeah, probably over the course of about 8 years.
Oh God, I just realized I think I even have that beat because for me it's well, what would that be? It was Counter-Strike with skins and cases.
Oh, you got into that game.
Well, I never went gambling. I never went to like the gambling sites where you like min-max your bets and stuff like that. But the game gives you a free case every like week or so or something like that, and then but it's a free case, but you have to buy the key, or you could buy the case and buy the key. So you had to make 2 purchases to buy 1 skin, and you weren't even guaranteed the skin. No, I bet I spent over $1,000 on that. I mean, I have a problem, I think.
When it comes to cosmetics, like I'll spend money on it, like on the finals and stuff. But if it's like $20 for the skins, like go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah.
That's what COD started doing. It's like I'll buy it at like 5, sure, no problem.
I saw someone went on an epic rant talking about battle royales, just saying he absolutely shits on battle royales. They're the worst thing ever invented. Call of Duty players are just low level intelligence, and I mean, preach, but I mean, like testify.
He's not lying, but he's not wrong.
He's not. He's over the top. He's over target. He's I mean, yes. If you are a fan of battle royale gameplay, you are an inferior gamer. You're a lesser human being in the context of gaming.
I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of stuff that people play that I'm like, why do you get enjoyment? Minecraft, don't get it. Battle royales, I'm not a fan.
Well,
there's certain things it's like I don't get the dopamine hit you're getting.
Well, I'm just saying if you took the single best 10 battle royale players of the day and you put them up against like the 2010s generation of first person shooter player and took the best 10, I don't even know who they'd be. But I don't even have to. You just pull the top 10 off the leaderboards of whatever game we're talking about. they get swept. They get absolutely swept. It wouldn't be close.
Back in my day, we were better at first-person shooters.
Though they were. Could you imagine putting a best Fortnite player into like Halo 2 or Halo 2 or Halo 1?
It's also, you're comparing peaches and apples, kind of. They're different games completely.
They're different games. I get it. I'm just saying, well, I mean, it's different games, but similar skill set. Like, you're still pointing and clicking. Like, it's not like overcomplicated. It's not like they're master craftsmen. They're just pointing and clicking better in their video game. Am I wrong? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
That's all the games, you point and click.
That was my point. Is that they're all doing.
You can't put a Nintendo player into a COD lobby and expect him to do good. He's pointing and clicking.
Bullshit. The amount of dedication you needed
those
to get through some of those.
Man, you got to be super accurate with them.
Well, there's only one. Well, no, there's not just one. The game that comes to mind, I've abandoned in its entirety one game. It's Mario Kart. I won't touch a controller if it has Mario Kart on the other side of it.
Really?
I hate Mario Kart. I hate that game.
That's why you didn't play the other weekend.
No, I didn't play at the bachelor party. I didn't play at the other weekend. I won't play it. Fuck that game. Mario Kart, fuck it. And you know what? I accept that I am wrong on this, but it changes absolutely nothing. I'll just sit there in the corner. I'll be like this. You'll be the
cuck of a Mario Kart game.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will sit there and watch everyone else have a good time. That's the idea.
Speaking of this, we should probably get into it.
We should talk about some stories. We're 30 minutes into just intros. You're right. We do have a lot to talk about, actually. So with that in mind, yes, the story that we're talking about is that Halo is moving over to, you guessed it, PlayStation.
Yay!
Along with a bunch of other far less important and less relevant or fun or cool games, moving over to PlayStation as well. But Microsoft has allowed the Xbox exclusives to migrate to the PlayStation network, and it's kind of interesting what one of the people brought up as a reason for this. But you do, like the main okay, so I'll just quote it because I'm getting a little bit out of place with the story here. So New York Times, quoting from the New York Times, and discussing film, Xbox Game Studio head Matt Booty,
great last name.
Yep, that's an amazing last name. Reveals that part of the reason that Xbox exclusive games are going to PS5 is, quote, our biggest competition isn't another console, unquote. We are competing more and more with everything from TikTok to movies, which makes actually a lot of sense. Now, PlayStation is, I don't think PlayStation has done the same thing. I mean, PS exclusives will still remain PS exclusives.
Yeah, it's because Xbox, well, they lost the console war, let's just call it.
Yeah.
It's over. Xbox doesn't want to be in it anymore. They just want to focus on Game Pass and Microsoft as a whole. So
right. Well, and PC.
Yeah, that's where you get the shitload more games and stuff on Game Pass through PC. They want to focus on that instead of spending a shitload of money making a console that's not going to sell as well as the next PlayStation.
Right. Well, and when they were talking about the next console and they were talking about putting Steam onto it, it's sort of like, why not just make a mini desktop PC with?
Yeah, Steam already has a Steam Deck, which is amazing as I hear it.
I've heard the same feedback. I have not actually seen one out in the wild.
I've looked into it and I was like, maybe I will spend like $700 on this.
Look, the Cody, a wild Steam Deck.
Wild Steam Deck.
Pokédex. Read, tell me about it. But it's interesting because I didn't even consider the fact that Microsoft was doing so badly that they had to compare themselves to movies. Because movies are not. It's
sad when you see TikTok as your rival.
Well, TikTok is really everything's rival. First off, I hate the platform. I am so bored on it.
It's kind of swinging back to like Vine territory almost.
Yeah, first off, I think YouTube is probably becoming less relevant. Like when you have so much competition out there, people trying and experiment on different things. I think TikTok. If you're gonna stream, it seems like Kick is more of a place to stream. Rumble is actually taking a lot of the fun content off of YouTube and moving it over there. So Rumble's become bigger and more relevant too. But if you're gonna stream and create content, it's really hit or miss where to prioritize. Sort of like what happened with Netflix, where you have one platform where everything really existed, and then you had a bunch of irrelevant spin-offs. Now you actually have You know, we're going to talk about.
they're still way ahead, but there are competitors when it comes to streaming.
Exactly, but they're not taking an irrelevant amount of market share anymore. So right, I mean,
Right.
so like Kick and Twitch are taking like they have the majority of the streaming content. Like even when we started the channel, people were like, "Are you streaming on Twitch? Are you streaming on Kick? Are you streaming on other places? Are you streaming on X? Are you streaming on Rumble?" It's like there are people who are now like, "This is where I am. Will you come to me?"
Yeah, I will never stream on Twitch. I will
No.
never use Twitch.
No.
And for shit that we'll get into in the next
Yeah, one of the upcoming
next
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, Kick, I would be open to like maybe doing a cross stream onto Kick.
Right.
I don't use Kick, so I don't know anything about like its quality, its performance, the limitations of it, what we would even be able, like what we'd even put over there for content. We're not even really min-maxing our YouTube presence, so I mean,
No.
we have a lot.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby, yeah. So
But yeah, when it comes to Xbox, like they've kind of been shit in the bed since the 360.
yeah,
So like, well, I was PlayStation up until the 360, and then I went back PlayStation 4.
mm-hmm.
Also had an Xbox One.
Well, Xbox.
And then when the newest generation came out, 5s were so hard to find that I was basically, fuck it, I'll get a Series S.
Well, I mean, you're telling your story of consoles you had,
Yeah.
but like the Xbox One beat the PlayStation 4 in the console wars.
I don't think so. 360 definitely won that one.
Well, South Park did the whole like PlayStation versus Xbox with
PlayStation 4 was actually good.
well, the Xbox One was good. I mean, the Xbox One was really piloted as like first off, the UI for PlayStation took forever to become digestible. That UI, that home hub was a disgusting abomination of a HUD.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the PlayStation 3.
Also, the control. Okay, we're just rehashing like 20-year-old debates now at this point. But yes, the PlayStation controller
It's a decade ago.
yeah, it's an alien controller made for not humans. The PlayStation controller, the modern PlayStation controller is awesome. But you know how long it took them to actually fill in some of the dead space between your hand and the controller?
Yeah.
You had to basically use your fingers to fucking hold the PlayStation controllers. Whereas
It is weird going back to PlayStation 2's how smaller the controllers were.
that was always my fucking complaint.
I grew up with the PlayStation 1 and 2, so it wasn't a big deal for me at the time. But going back now, I'm like, holy fuck.
I couldn't.
I don't have big hands, but
It was so weird holding something that small in my hand.
was it?
Yeah.
I think you'd be used to it.
Fuck you. No, that was the joke I was making. You just turned it on me too quick. Fuck you. No, but Xbox and PlayStation. Oh, okay. So at some point in the foreseeable future, you are going to have, HP, Dell. You're going to have computer companies. You're going to have them just build TVs with the PC components built into your television. You'll have it'll come with a wireless controller and a remote, and you'll game from your TV. That'll be it. It'll be working on a Windows operating system, and it'll just be done. I think that's what I expect. I don't think people will just exist at their computer office anymore. I think we'll actually see a return to the living room, but you can't have, like, most people are not going to take the time to set up a whole PC rig in their living room onto their TV. But as soon as HP like partners with Samsung or something or LG and starts making TVs with HP with TV components and PC components together, oh, that's the end of it.
Okay, I have some sales on the whole console war.
Ooh.
thing. All right, so 360 and PS3.
Wait, can I guess first? Can we make a little game out of this? Can I guess who won as we're going through it?
Okay, guess who won?
Okay.
I'm just doing the two generations here.
Okay. We should do all the way back. No, okay, but
That's give me 20 minutes of research.
I am guessing the PS3 won the Xbox 360, even though Xbox 360 had Halo 3 come out simultaneously. I still think PlayStation edged it out. Is this like opening sales? Or is it the lifespan of the
Lifespan.
Okay, then I think PS3 probably won that out.
Okay, yeah. There is a caveat when it comes to PlayStation. They have a lot bigger audience in Asian countries than Microsoft does. Sony just has it.
That's like 6 billion people.
Yeah, but the PlayStation 3 sold 87.4 worldwide million units,
Okay.
and the 360 sold 84.
Okay.
So they're down 3 mil, even though Sony corners the Asian market, basically.
That's actually impressive.
But when it comes to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, PlayStation 4 sold 117 million, while the Xbox One sold
292.
58 million units.
I call. Okay, what is the source
So
on that?
half of it.
Well, less than half it. Well, no, it would be.
Dude, you know I get all my sources from Wikipedia.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I get all my
PlayStation nerds.
information from Chet down the street.
PlayStation use ChatGPT. Like PS nerds, like PlayStation nerds own Wikipedia.
Hey, this is just a quick search here. I didn't do.
All right,
I'm
fine.
not going like writing an article about it where I'd source 10 different sites.
But you don't even believe that. Like, keep in mind the Xbox.
Well, I would say the 360 won over the PlayStation 3. Definitely, definitely here in America.
Right.
But PlayStation 5 and 1, or 4 and 1, I think 4 was better.
But
it did better.
But do you think it literally doubled the Xbox One? I don't buy. I don't think you even believe that.
The Xbox One lost a lot of sales when they first introduced it. People were like, "Yeah, fuck Xbox. We'll just get a PlayStation 4." They're opening up with like, it's not just a gaming rig and it does all this other shit that nobody wanted. It's like, we just want a game station.
But I mean, you know what? I can't counter it. I have no like stats of my own to like refute it, so I just have to like accept it. But I don't know. Half seems like that kind of obtuse statistic that just does not feel realistic. Because I don't
give a fuck what you think about how many units are sold. That's how many units were sold.
My feelings don't care about your facts, dude. My feelings don't give a shit.
I'm just telling you numbers. I don't give a fuck what you think about it.
My feelings don't give
personally,
a fuck.
I liked all the PlayStations except for the 360 was better than the PlayStation 3 in my opinion.
It absolutely was.
Definitely for gamers.
I think the Xbox One. I mean,
they were like, "Oh, Bluetooth this and Bluetooth that" with the PlayStation 3 too.
God, the Xbox One was
not Bluetooth, Blu-ray.
I can't imagine it. The Xbox One had all these like actually pretty sick inclusions. Do you remember when it had the ability to game and then literally have a second like display running TV live?
Yeah, because you can't focus on one.
Well, I was using
the beginning of the TikTok brain.
I was using the second part of the screen to like listen. I muted the video game because it's a video game. I'm not like, if it's not a story-based game, who gives a fuck what you're hearing? And if I want to listen to something and at the same time, I could. So I mean, that was actually pretty freaking impressive. I thought that was a really amazing feature. And then
Xbox also excelled when it came to the UI.
Right,
it was way better.
So it was.
Remember avatars?
I do. Dude, that was some of the amazing, like, it was great. The Xbox party chat was also pretty damn seamless. Party chat was amazing. Just, I mean, PlayStation has party chat for, like, does PlayStation have a party chat or do they just use in-game chat?
Yeah, they do both. Yeah.
Okay, I've literally never owned a PS3, 4, or 5, so I'm just curious. I
rarely use it. I'm a single player guy.
Right.
I don't.
And once we figured out how
to talk to people.
Once we figured out how to get Discord on the PlayStation, then it's just done.
Right.
Who cares at that point? But all right, we got other stories we want to cover as well. What do you want to jump to first, or do you want to talk about one of these more obscure ones? Should we hit
Let's throw an obscure one in there.
Okay, so this one, I don't know if it's obscurio, but we got okay, yeah, let's just talk about this news because this one actually is something we reference back to on the channel. So Geeks and Gamers has been a YouTube channel that we've both followed for quite a while. They have had a website. They've been doing news for a long time. They have several different live streams that they do, and they talk about news daily on YouTube and on Rumble, other platforms. They partnered with thatparkplace.org, the website.
Which we've been using to source a bunch of articles from for a while now.
Yeah, we have That Park Place, who we've been, like Cody said, we have That Park Place. We pull up a lot of articles and talk about, we use them as a source for a lot of different things. We've talked about their news before. And so Geeks and Gamers and That Park Place have partnered up to build a new website, and they're going to be, it looks like, aggregating some sources or aggregating some stories together. So you got I'll just bring up one example here. You have Marvin Montanaro, who's been
at That Park Place for a while.
At That Park Place, and he brought like this article just from today. I'm not pulling into this article right now. We're not going to derail into it, but it was just kind of a little piece of. It was just a cool piece of news because Geeks and Gamers website. I'm glad they did a refacing because I obviously I'm a fan. I like their news. I like what they bring to the store, to the articles they put together. But the face of their website needed a facelift bad. I thought it was visually just very hard to interact with.
I watch a bunch of their shit on YouTube. I've never used their website before.
It's pretty good. Like I get a lot of sources from them directly, and they do a great job. So I don't have any criticisms of the quality of their articles that I've read, but I am glad that we got to this point where we have a little bit better of a face on their website. So, and that Park Place, it couldn't be a better combination. You know,
Right.
you know what else I'm really excited, I'm hopeful about. I'm fucking up the name. There's a YouTube channel called Gothic Therapy, and they do really amazing like investigative journalism and they covered a lot when it came to the Sweet Baby Inc. debacle. They've been contributors to that Park Place before, and we've covered one or two of their articles. I'm really hoping that they get more involved with Geeks and Gamers and some of those. If there was more crossover between those two groups, I would be very excited to see that.
Yeah, there's an insane amount of crossovers in the YouTube world that are like joining together, or they have them on live streams and shit all the time. It's like, I'll watch so-and-so for a while and another person for a while, and then all of a sudden they're collaborating together doing a bunch of shit. And it's like, it's been happening a lot.
Yeah. So Gothic Therapy was at like 7,000 subscribers like at the beginning of the year. So they've over more than doubled the amount of subscribers this last year just because they do such an amazing job on like their journalism. They do like a podcast as well, but they just cover really good story. They just do really good story coverage. So
Cool.
and their thumbnails are great too. All right, I'm kissing enough ass here. I wanted to throw that one.
Jealous because you can't make good thumbnails.
I can't. I hate making thumbnails. It is my biggest pain in the ass. Absolutely hate it. There are other stories to cover though. Want to talk about Twitch now?
Yeah, let's talk about the abhorrent and reprehensible Twitch.
Let's talk about that Twitch. So how do we summarize this? So
Twitch is bad. Just take that meme from that Chinese guy. It's like, don't trust Twitch. Twitch is asshole.
Twitch, do that.
Do not trust China.
All right, so we'll summarize the story. Basically, Imaru, a really famous Twitch streamer, she was at TwitchCon along with a bunch of other streamers, and Twitch apparently had a policy that mandated that their top streamers who were going to Twitch were mandated to perform meet and greets, and so they had to go do the lineup and like say hello and shake hands with like their audience and interact with their audience. Which
God, that suck.
I would be.
If I was forced to do that, I'd be like, oh, I'm just leaving the platform.
Yeah, I'm just done. I'm just moving over to Kick.
I don't want to meet anyone.
Well, Imaru while she was doing that, we had this situation here. I'm gonna pull this up.
Just take the sound off too.
Yeah, I gotta mute. But so while she's doing her meet and greet, can everyone see that? Okay, it keeps wanting to. Okay, while she's doing her meet and greet, some guy randomly comes up and just like
Goes in for a smooch.
goes in to get her butt, and then he's just allowed to walk away.
There's a bunch of videos out here of people just walking by security, getting in people's
So I had to cancel my
green
meeting.
rooms and stuff.
Yeah,
It's insane. Like there's no security. Guy just walks up, no problem. One of Emiru's personal security had to step in, and then he got banned because he put hands on that guy.
yeah.
He got banned from TwitchCon for life. I think she had to fire him. I've heard, but I
Yeah,
Don't
so she puts out her own. So a few days ago, she puts out her own reaction to this and to the Twitch thing, and it's like an hour long. It's like an hour long diatribe about what all happened and just explaining where she's at with it all. And I didn't get that. I didn't pull that up, and it's an hour. We're not going to listen to it, but
right. And then she's talking about what happened, how it happened, what happened with her security guard, what happened to the guy that did the sexual assault on her, and apparently he first got a 30-day suspension from Twitch,
yeah,
which is insane. Apparently, you can just go up and sexually assault people, and Twitch would be like, all right, dude, just stay off for 30 days. Use your alt account.
see you in a month. Yeah, just use an alt account, create a new Gmail. We'll see you in a minute.
Right. And so Twitch got a bunch of backlash, and now he's permabanned, I guess. But still,
Well,
alt account doesn't matter.
And this post was from a week ago. So when the story actually happened, Twitch made a comment. So this is the Twitch safety and Twitch statement on recent safety concerns. We're aware of the incident involving streamer Imaru during TwitchCon and want to assure our community that we take creator safety extremely serious. The individual responsible for allowing the situation to occur has been removed from their position effective immediately. We're conducting a full review of our security protocols and are implementing stronger on-site safety measures to ensure TwitchCon remains a safe and positive environment for everyone, fans, creators, and staff alike. Thank you for your patience, etc. Okay, so first off, even after this had come out, Then we had Imaru react to the whole thing, and she basically called out about what you had mentioned with her own security guard. So this was her private security who she brought with, who actually she was really fond of, and then what happened? He got booted because he actually protected her.
Right, he did his job.
Twitch has done everything it possibly can to disarm its female creators in order to make sure that they are unsafe and mandate that they stand before an army of their most adamant jerk-offers before they come and shake their hands and say hi and go in for the smooch.
Meet and greets are gross.
Forceful hugs.
It's a surprise kiss.
We had Tectone who on the same day was like, Twitch's response to the Imaru incident, we are gay.
Retarded.
We are gay and retarded.
Well, Tectone was also saying, it's like, people don't like him on the internet. Same with like Asmongold, they're controversial figures. So imagine if they were at TwitchCon, it'd be so easy just to walk up and end them right there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, Asmon, I can't remember what Asmon's position on the whole meet and greet thing was. I think
he was warning all female streamers that he's friends with and whatnot not to go.
Yeah, which is, I mean,
because there's been plenty of this shit going on for years now. It just doesn't get as big coverage.
Well, and then you had the CEO of Twitch who was going around just basically victim blaming the whole situation on everybody.
He was up partying with a bunch of Twitch streamers. He's like a 60-year-old goon or something.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy.
He's reliving his 20s.
Exactly. But only just the other day, so just yesterday, Twitch came out with another official response to the whole situation. So we'll pull this up. This one's a bit longer. It touches on a few more points. And
Dan Clancy, that's his name.
I think Asmon did respond to it. So I want to see if I can find his response in here. If I can't, I won't belabor the point. But here's what we got. All right. So first, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during Imaru's meet and greet. It shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed both in allowing it to occur and in our response following. We mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes the comments I made. I apologize to Imaru for all that took place. So that was what I was referencing to, his own comments about the situation, where he was basically like, women, stop defending yourself. Give up and just stop
Give in to the creep.
Give in to the what we are doing moving forward. For meet and greets, we've begun a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as other issues that came to our attention after TwitchCon concluded. We're examining everything from how we do signups to the layout to increase security controls. So just analyzing this, like anytime someone says we've begun a complete analysis, that means absolutely dick all. But if you follow...
We have investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong.
Exactly. But if you follow it up by saying how we do signups, the layouts of the events, the increased security controls, I'm like, okay, examples. Good. There's things that you are specifically looking at. That's something. That tells me you're at least aware that these three things are... Here's what... If you look at TwitchCon next year and the following year and you see no changes to how they do signups, no changes to the layout, and no changes to the security, you can reference back to this comment by their CEO and say, you said you were going to look at those three things, you didn't change anything. So there's a little bit of putting your money where your mouth is and putting yourselves out there to be held accountable to these specific topics. But I mean, these are just examples. All right. We are also doing a comprehensive review of overall event safety and security, and we will be making updates for future TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all security updates for privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about changes that directly impact attendees. That makes sense. The security and safety thing, you wouldn't want to publish that. Like you wouldn't want to put that front facing.
Right.
Kind of undermines the whole point.
Here's our security layout.
Yeah.
Read thoroughly.
What do you guys think of where we set aside a spot for pipe bombs over here? All right. We've heard concerns about IRL streaming at TwitchCon. Twitch has evolved over the years, and IRL streaming is part of Twitch, but we need to ensure that TwitchCon meets the needs of a variety of participants. We will be reviewing how we handle IRL streaming at TwitchCon, and we'll have more to share soon. So I don't think that was even remotely a big deal in relation to the Imaru incident. If anything, I think what you're probably getting at here is the fact that someone caught a video of the incident happening and you guys weren't able to cover it up. That's what I'm hearing when I see that. Unless there was something bigger, like people who are more involved with Twitch and give a shit more about Twitch, if they actually care a lot about IRL streaming, and there was some other issue I wasn't privy to, I don't know why it's here. Unless it's that. Planks, I want to Planks in the chat real quick. That's not specific at all. That's a chat GPT prompt. What can I say that references security upgrades? You know what?
There was an incident at my convention. How do I put out a PR statement?
Some uppity bitch got like kind of hugged at one of our conventions and is making a huff about it. How can I quiet down all the haters? Yeah, these prompts are getting wild, man. I don't know why he would say that. All right, finally,
very specific.
Finally, we got clear feedback on accessibility across the event. Okay, we're reviewing with our teams, including our production and venue staff, so that we're better equipped for future events. Asman explained this one when he was going over some of this stuff. Apparently, there was a disabled guy who couldn't get up a ramp to participate in a tournament. Or there wasn't a ramp. He had to like get up the stairs and stuff, and so he just like couldn't participate. I love that story. So,
apparently this is going on with a lot of different cons though, where it's just falling flat.
Yeah. You put a lot of trust in us. No, they don't. We take our responsibility to keep you safe seriously. No, you don't. We know that TwitchCon means a lot to a lot of people. No, it doesn't. Be on the lookout for more updates. I will not. Thank you for being a part of Twitch. I am not. All right. Okay. I want to see who like some of the
resign. The Mad Shogun said.
Yep, Mad Shogun.
Resign.
Looking forward to seeing and immense amount of changes. Before attending another TwitchCon, AI detect.
Sounds like a bot.
Oh, here we go. This is to Plank's point. We have AI detector by Just Jones.
Just done.
Thank you. I saw Jones somewhere. Okay. First, I want to be up front. Okay, what do we got here? 76% of your text. Here we go. 76% of your text to TwitchCon security incident shows signs of AI generation.
They came up with the prompt, the paragraphs, and then you go in and switch little things here and there.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even. I obviously know that you can use AI for all these tools. Never imagined that it's actually being used in practical interactions of my day. Like
it probably happens all the time.
I bet.
You see that meme going around where this chick was like, "I just saw a guy with a pen and paper writing his essay in college. No ChatGPT, no Sora, whatever, all the fucking
Sora, yep.
different AIs." It's like, what a weirdo.
Plank says, "I trust Twitch as much as I trust gas station egg salad."
Hey man, don't knock it till you try it.
I'm looking again. I want to see if Asmongold responded because he was. It looked like he was done, doing more posts talking about the AI more people.
That's the CEO of Twitch, by the way.
The weird guy that they keep pulling up here. Yeah,
old guy.
I say weird as if. All right, I'm not seeing his reply. I imagine it would have done.
Oh, that one's at 82% AI.
Yeah, 82%. All right, it looks like maybe he just hasn't gotten to it yet. But I thought he was going to reply to this one after his stream. But yeah, this is basically where we're at with it. Yeah, 82%, 76%. I mean,
it's just another problem with Twitch that happened in the past month. It's like they're getting so much coverage of shit going wrong.
Well, and I was under the impression that they were being called in front of Congress, like the Valve CEO, Twitch CEO.
That means nothing. It's kind of like the post that the CEO just put on. It's like, yeah, you come up to Congress and do all this, but nothing ever comes of any of it.
I know.
It's annoying. It's like, oh, you got him on this, but then nothing happens.
I can't if I was in Congress, I would absolutely never participate in those. I'd be like, unless it was someone who I genuinely despised on like a level that needed to be spoken out. Because if you're representing your constituents, those are an absolute waste of time. They absolutely are. You're 100% right.
I mean, it gets it out to the public of what people are up to, but
sure. But I mean, if people care about Twitch and Valve, they are paying attention. They are seeing it. They are the audience that it's affecting. This does nothing more than make grandparents aware.
Normies, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do another side story real quick because I want to just talk about this one. This is a small one, and it's not even really news, but it's kind of a recent. It's kind of resurfaced.
Yeah.
And I love the head.
Every couple of years or so.
Yeah. British University claims Tolkien orcs represent people of color and the Lord of the Rings is racist. I just love this fucking story so much because it was the same thing with, it was Tolkien's universe. It's Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast. It's with Wizards of the Coast, they went even further. They went orcs and drow. Now, drow are actually the dark elves.
They're the black elves.
They're the black elves. We're going to make the biggest elves. We're going to make the greatest elves.
Or people saying that the goblins in Harry Potter are Jews. It's like, no one said anything about that until you just like, oh, you see the Jew and the elf, therefore you're the racist.
I mean, tell me this does not look like Jerry Seinfeld.
I got nothing.
What's the deal with airplane? No, I'm sorry.
What's the deal with all this maggoty bread?
Well, okay, so the University of Nottingham, just like the sheriff,
yeah,
obviously,
exactly like the sheriff,
is discussing the titled Decolonization Tolkien, which I don't fucking understand at all because it's gay.
Didn't the elves colonize Middle Earth?
Yeah, they did. The elves I'm trying to think. Yes, the elves went east and explored yes, that happened.
They started it.
They left Valinor and they went east and they saw the orcs and then they built a great wall around Sauron. I love who was it that does the really amazing Trump as Sauron? Every orc's gonna get a Balrog.
I've never heard.
You've never seen that? Oh God! Oh man, that on its own might be funny enough to pull up. It's hilarious.
You can find it.
I can. That one I'm pretty sure I can find pretty easily. Trump impersonations tend to be easy to spot because the good ones are few and far between, but there's so many of them. But if you are a person with any level of self-reflection and you watched the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, you read the books, and you played Dungeons and Dragons before Wizards of the Coast went absolutely dogshit crazy, how many of you actually believed, and let me know in the comments, how many of you actually believed that orcs were black people? Or black people were orcs?
I mean, they ran from that forest in the first movie all the way to Oh, not all the way. They kind of got stopped.
They just they did a trek.
They're really good at running.
They ran so hard and so fast. Did you see it when that big Uruk-hai just dunked on Aragorn? Just dropped a slam dunk, just raining 3-pointers in. No, it's absolute bullshit that you like. First off, I've met a lot of black people. Not one of them has ever gnarled at me. Not one. Not even a single time. None of them have said, man flesh.
Man flesh.
Not one of them. Not even a single black person.
White meat's back on the menu, boys.
White meat. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's always this dumb, racism thing. I think it was to get into to even be accepted in the class, you had to basically admit that Tolkien's racist or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's really dumb.
Look, I've read a lot of what Tolkien's put out. The only things I have not read are his the unfinished tales,
They're unfinished.
the appendix, and
The appendices?
yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
Your appendix, it's about.
No, I had that removed. No, I'm just kidding. No, all that lame shit. Plank said real quick, are you guys familiar with the cleansing implied by having black dwarves in Rings of Power?
Oh yeah, because the Rings of Power put in black dwarves, and now in Lord of the Rings there are none. It's so what happened? Same with the elves.
There never have been. There never were. Oh my God.
What happened to all the colored people? Well,
I've never had to tell an orc to shut up in a movie theater. Oh, we have fun.
Thousands of years ago, we got rid of all the brown and all the different races across Middle Earth.
Well, and
except for the Easterlings.
The Easterlings, I mean, there's I think it's Umbar. I mean, basically if you took
geographically, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, even if you just did that alone, but there were weren't there black people in the Shire? Not in the actual Shire, not in the Hobbits. What's the town that they went to afterwards?
Bree?
Yeah. At the bar and stuff?
I don't know. I'm
Prancing
not
Pony?
looking for it.
Fair, I'm just
following the main characters.
Okay, fine.
I'm not looking at all the background people. I was like, was that guy black?
It was at night. I saw teeth. No, no, that's actually racist. That's not okay. Not okay. I'm sorry. But anyway, if you are looking at orcs and you see black people, there's something actually wrong with you.
Do you look at any race in Middle Earth and be like, oh yeah, they're definitely the white people? Besides all the white people.
I actually did not notice dick all about like race in Lord of the Rings in any context. I also watched it when I was
That's
like,
a part of your white privilege.
yeah, but I've also watched other movies with like when I watched Blood Diamond, I wasn't thinking about race. I wasn't thinking about, oh man, Leonardo DiCaprio really represents me. I can't at all see myself in the other guy who's like in love with his family, dropping his pants in jail. I'm sorry.
It's the diamond. That's a great scene.
That's an amazing scene. Can you like these like I was about to say these people. But I was so glad I didn't. No, but I mean the people in Blood Diamond were amazing. But like you can look at movies where race is obviously a pretty significant part of the story and just not take away race as a part of the story. You can just observe, participate, immerse yourself with.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate.
But everything revolves around race and blah 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 in these people's minds.
It is really funny.
It's gotta be exhausting.
It is really funny when you hear a Democrat or a leftist and they're like, "How on earth can you look at an orc and not see black people?" It's like easily. It turns out they don't appear in any way similar.
They more equate to the fentanyl zombies than I think anything else.
Man flesh. We have fun with it. All right, we got.
It just reminded me of this comment that I read on some Reddit thing. I can't believe I'm still on Reddit, but
No, why are you still on
I
Reddit?
don't know. There was a comment that was like, if all cultures are equal, then cannibalism's just a preference of taste.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, that's actually been like if you listen to some of Andrew Wilson's like debates, he talks about like cannibalism is like so you think cultures like there's no cultures that are like better than others?
Right.
What's your take on like the cannibals in this area part of the world? And it's like I don't know anything about that.
It's just their culture, man.
It's just their culture, man. There was an Austrian elf that got kicked out of Middle Earth Art College. Yeah.
Basically, I kicked out of the original Elven land. I forget what it's called, and then he goes,
I think the land is called Valinor.
Valinor, yeah, and then he goes over to try to kick Morgoth's ass.
And he did.
Then he's like, "You will be cursed."
Yeah.
Because they kin on kinslain.
Yeah.
I've been listening to some Lord of the Rings backstories.
Bro,
I know my stuff.
The Silmarillion is actually like it is actually
Or
amazing.
some shit I don't remember. his
Yeah.
name.
You the best story in my opinion, the best book of in the Lord of the Rings universe in Middle Earth is Children of Húrin. It's a tragedy story. It's a tragedy. Like I mean, I think most of Tolkien's works kind of fall on that route. But Children of Húrin is just so freaking beautiful, man. Such a really amazingly told dark story. I love that book. That is one of my favorites of all time.
Was Húrin like a great warrior in like that elf war? Then he had a bunch of kids after that. I don't remember.
Yes. Yep. And then he was captured by Morgoth, put on a tower.
Right.
And then he was like forced to be chained to the top of the tower and observe the curse that his children were having to go through. Then he was set free after the events unfold. It's such a beautiful story. It's a must read in my
I'm getting
opinion.
like the spark notes because I'm going over all the ages.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Well,
I'm only in the year like 480 FA right now, first age.
If you're looking for a read, for like a good like read list, go Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. Just hit the basics, get those done. But then do Children of Húrin, then the Silmarillion, then Fall of Gondolin, Baron of Luthien, and then go on from there. But you should listen to Children of Húrin before the Silmarillion, so you can listen to a contained story and get used to some of these old names.
All the big players.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, we got another story to kind of cover. We got James Gunn. He's back, boys. He's talking more about more movies for Superman.
Oh, God.
James Gunn teased...
What? He's already dead.
I know, it's so gay and lame.
DC is cooked.
James Gunn teasing the storyboards for Man of Tomorrow, storyboard sequence number 3. So he's
remember that announcement he did a few years back where he's like, I got this and this and this and this, and then everything's been canceled or moved around?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because you don't come up with a 10-year plan before you even start your universe. Make one good movie, fuckface, and then go on from there.
Especially when
and then your one good movie wasn't that good.
Yeah, especially when your main... I mean, every part of your 10-year franchise is going to be reflective or... it's going to be something that has to move and shift and change with like the culture at large, with the way the industry moves. I mean, there are some... If you have like a feminist Antifa, like just revolt 9/11 type thing where women just blow up a bunch of stuff, you're not gonna then go out and release Supergirl. You're gonna wait a year. You're gonna push it back a minute.
Well, it's like, yeah, if you have to watch Peacemaker season 2 because it's intertwined in the DC that he's putting on, when it's just they traipse around a racist universe for a while, and then there's like bisexual orgies and shit. It's like, oh, okay, so yeah, I brought my kid to see Superman. Now we're gonna watch Peacemaker. It's like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it turns out very gay. Like it's so.
And everyone fucks James Gunn's wife in that show.
Classic. I mean, that's so typical. Also, but we have where was it? So there was a rumor that was covered a couple of weeks ago that James Gunn was just going to be Gonzo, which made far more sense than him having prepared a storyboard for like a trilogy of Superman movies after the first one. Really, I mean, several hundred million. I think, what did it break? 600 million, or did it like 500 and change?
612 or 20, something like that.
Something like that. So let's just.
It was less than Man of Steel.
Let's
without inflation.
We'll just call it safe. Over half a billion. The numbers are relevant, but you make over half a billion, and your movie is still considered a flop by the metrics that you needed in it to perform in order to keep this franchise relevant and like get people hyped for it.
It wasn't a flop because it only cost 200 to make, and then they made 600.
And then but
okay, you're not a critical thinker at all.
Double that, add the marketing value, then
distribution, theaters.
Then you split the profit.
Investors.
And you split the profit with the theaters. So then you walk away making maybe you made a few $1 million, but this has to be your launching off point.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to do way better. Ultimately, DC being dead, DOA, I'm fine. I'm okay.
It's expected. Like, I kind of had some hopes because I like DC more than I like Marvel. Just the characters and concept I like more. And it's just, yeah, I guess I'm at the apathy point. I don't give a damn anymore.
I don't know what.
I'll go back and watch old DC animated stuff because it's way better than any live action stuff they put out.
Well, and I look at projects like Space King, and we talked about it the other week, and I'm like, independent creators can fill the space. I'm like, we can let Superman, we can let Batman, we can let these big projects die. And I say that with a little bit of like a sour taste in my mouth.
Public domain in the next few years. Superman does.
Does it really?
Yeah, 2030 or something.
Man, there's gonna be. Dude, the market is just going to be flooded with more of a superhero I give zero shits about.
Well, at least someone might do something good with it.
In fairness, I did have a positive relationship to the Zack Snyder story. So, I mean, it's definitely possible there's going to be more tellings of Superman that I will actually like. But, I mean, 25-1 is a very hard ratio for entertainment. To to balance out a character. If Superman wasn't objectively such a famous, iconic, and beloved superhero, I would never ever talk about him as a character that
you're
is,
not a fan.
relevant.
Yeah,
no, but I mean, I'm one of those people that actually is able to identify and see like objectively like value in content that even I don't like. So I'm able to see it and just appreciate it but not like it myself. In the Plank says asks in the show, I need context behind I need more context to that. But yeah, James Gunn, his project's being DOA, and if he is fired, I don't think he's going to be fired. I don't think so. I mean,
I think so if they sell it.
I mean, if the merger goes through, I mean, yeah, so James Gunn could be fired if from DC Studios if Paramount sale goes through. Yeah, that's true.
If it doesn't, then they're going to stick around because they already poured so much money into this new DC universe. They're not going to just cut it loose and clean slate it.
Well, I mean, I think they might have to. I mean, James Gunn obviously cannot get people into the theaters to make the money. Well, first off, I don't know. Here's one very important point. Who decides how much of a budget these movies have to work with? Is that the studio? Is that the director? Like
the studio gives the director.
Right. And then so then let's say the studio gives James Gunn $200 million plus, and we all know it's much more than $200 million, but let's say it's $200 million just to be fair. You could have made the Superman movie so much better if you would just stop giving these jerk offs double, triple the budget that they actually need to make the movie. They get so much fucking money. They make the film, and then they're like, we have an extra $185 million to play with, and let's just make it all. Let's just put all this CGI in and make this movie stupid, and hire some comedians to insert some jerk off jokes.
Right, that's what they did with Peacemaker. Is that there was so much, like, they just had money, so it's like, well, let's just keep on filming. I got this new idea for a scene. Let's just throw that in there, just going completely off script.
Yeah,
a lot of it's fucking ad-libbed, so it just comes off as like you don't have a vision for the project you're working on. You're just throwing shit at the wall, hoping it's Picasso.
The last time, I don't even remember when the last time we actually got a movie that felt like it told all of the story it needed to and nothing else. I think even if I looked at Oppenheimer, which is the only
that was the first one that came to my mind.
It's the first one that comes to my mind. Even when we were reviewing and talking about Oppenheimer, though, I remember thinking this movie either needed to be 3 hours longer or an hour and a half shorter, because the movie either had more, like it could flush out so much more, or it could just be slimmed down. I think it needed to commit more in one direction or another, but it did tell the story it needed to. But I just couldn't tell which way I wanted. I don't know that it would have done well as a miniseries, but I think it should have been a miniseries with two extra hours, maybe double the amount of time runtime.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking about this. We had Oppenheimer, 2 biopics come out in the same year, Oppenheimer and Napoleon. Which one was a better movie?
Oppenheimer. Not even close. Yeah.
But you have Napoleon, one of the most interesting historical figures, and you fucked it up that bad.
Yeah. And
I'm a huge Napoleon fan as the dude, not the movie.
Right. I'm a big fan. I mean, but the entire movie, even at the end of it, when they're like, oh yeah, this guy's responsible for like tens of millions of deaths. I was like, you mean he led troops in war? What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, he's not like, I hated it. I really was pissed off. I was like, this whole movie feels like some college kid's hate letter about Napoleon. And I would say that I was talking about this with Dan came with us to review that movie. And so I came up the other day while we were talking, and I just told him, I was like, this movie really did not feel like anything other than just hating on it. But, I don't think there was a single actor in the movie who underperformed their role. I thought the acting was actually good. I just thought the telling of the story was really shittily structured. And
yeah, that movie's over 3 hours. There's a director's cut that's about 4 hours, and I barely remember a lot of it.
Did you watch the director's cut?
I was tempted to, and I'm like, do I really want to spend 4 hours doing this?
I'll tell you that now.
Maybe the director's cut fixes it, like a lot of different movies, especially Ridley Scott movies.
Ridley Scott movies, the director's cuts they matter.
They are a lot better.
They matter a lot.
I got Robin Hood from 2009 with Russell Crowe. Like the original was all right, but the director's cut better.
It's amazing.
Kingdom of Heaven. All right. Director's cut infinitely better.
Yeah, I can't watch the theatrical release of Kingdom of Heaven anymore. I can't. If I'm recommending it to someone, even then I make a case for the director's cut, because I was like, there's so much, like, you make the argument that the theatrical was really like cleanly cut down, and I think there's a point to that. I think that's not wrong, but the amount of subtext, the amount of like backstory, the little minor events that are just done off screen, they matter a lot for the decisions that characters are making in that movie. And you pull all that context away, some of it feels forced, frustrating.
Yeah.
But Kingdom of Heaven, still in my top 5. Still my top 5. It's not my top 1 anymore, but
what's your one?
Probably A Knight's Tale.
Wow. The question came up the other day when I was watching something. It's like, what's your most rewatched movie?
Knight's Tale.
That was probably Knight's Tale.
For now, I'd have to say it's just Harmon Quest the show. But
South Park.
South Park, yeah, But all right, I think that covers all the main stories that we were just kind of talking about. But
I just hope they sell. I hope Warner Brothers gets bought out, because I'm sick of Warner Brothers. They're stupid mistakes. They have the distribution rights for the 2 of the biggest IPs, Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, and they just don't do anything with it.
Well, I mean,
they own DC, and DC is a shit show. Their new animated movies aren't as great. Like the whole, what was the trilogy with the Flash one?
Oh, well, okay. So I'm trying to remember.
That just came out.
I don't know. When you said it, I went to Flashpoint, but Flashpoint's not a part of a trilogy, I was going to say. So That's what kind of threw me off with the question. But
Yeah, it's like where all the parallel worlds or whatever.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yes, that 3-parter.
Yeah.
I hated the art style, hated the pacing of it. The first movie was like, what the fuck are we even doing? This is like a 20-minute episode stretched out to an hour and 20.
Yeah, and you needed to almost watch the last episode before the first two. Like that trilogy, you're right. I mean, that trilogy sucked so hard. You didn't even know which character you were following, and there were 10 versions of every character, so you didn't even know which one to care about.
Right. It's not like it was overly complicated. Or no, it's not like it was complicated to where you don't understand. It was overly complicated and they don't explain shit.
Right. And I mean, it's the kind of thing where, like, if you're in a multiverse, you can't show. You need it's the show don't tell. Like, you can't even show it because you don't even know what point you're trying to make with your fucking moment.
Know what timeline we're in, where we're at.
And every time Earth got wiped out and like Batman was eviscerated, he's like, oh, he's just back on the ship somehow. It's like,
which one are you now?
Other Batman. What's going on? I'll tell you later, Other Batman.
Yeah, I hate the animation they went with it too.
Art style is surprisingly like. I wonder if like we're gonna be phased out of like media when it comes to like preferred art style, because obviously
I started to have a preference when it comes to anime.
I
like late 90s, early 2000s animation way more than I like the stuff coming out now. Now you can do like a spectacle pretty well, but it's just too fucking clean.
I like modern. So yeah, you would probably, I don't know what generation you would put a tag on that as. Like, what you
even go like early 90s, maybe late 80s.
I that is the generation I cannot stand. Like the first 60 episodes of One Piece, can't fucking do it.
Yeah, I'm talking more like where they could put everything they wanted into it in like a 10, 12 episode or like movie style.
You're talking contained story.
Yeah, because One Piece looked like shit for the longest time, in my opinion.
Well, okay, so for me, the art style for me is early 2000s. So like if you look at Teen Titans, that art style. That's my preferred art style. And so most anime run with that art style or something similar enough that it just looks awesome. And I would say that my two biggest gripes with art style is I hate CG.
Like, CG, when it's a 2D animated show and then they throw CG in there, it just throws everyone out.
It looks horrid, and they only do it for like moments. Right. Which, you know what, I understand.
Big battles or whatever, a big monster will be CG.
Yeah, well, even worse than that, like Attack on Titan, the finale episodes where you have the rumbling and all the like Titans are just walking. Yeah. And they just did CGI for like the Titans walking. That's all they did.
They do it for like panning shots and whatnot.
Yep. Yeah, I hate it. I can't stand that. It breaks my immersion instantly. Yeah. And I mean, you know what? We'll get to a point where CGI is like good enough that it can be whole things. And fair enough.
AI will be good enough to where it could do the panning shots looking like 2D images.
Yeah. But I mean, right now, I think modern animation is probably one of my favorite art styles. But I mean, when you have DC, they change art styles in almost every film for their animated films. Whenever they're closer to like the early 2000s art styles, I like those so much more. But the point I was making was, you know, you have like modern cartoons. These are the animation art styles that kids are growing up with. They're gonna want that in any of their any animated films they want to see when they grow up. And so we're gonna probably get phased out.
It's so bare bones though. When I see like clips of it, because usually it's like some cow explaining that he's non-binary, and it's like there's nothing. It's like a cow with a blue sky and green behind it. There's nothing happening in the background.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Like you watch Akira or Ghost in a Shell or whatever, and it's like the establishing shots.
Yeah.
Fucking insane the amount of detail that goes in like cities and shit like that.
What did you think of Edge Runners, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, as an just art style, not story? Yeah, just art style.
I dug it. Yeah, it worked really well for what they were doing. Like even like the Svendistan or whatever it is to like slow time and how they did that to show it. I enjoyed it. And it's something to where they can focus on like minute details and whatnot because it's a contained story within like 10 episodes.
Right.
So.
Other news on the animation art style conversation, because I didn't really mean to spend a lot of time on this. I don't have a problem talking more about it, but My Hero Academia season 8 started coming out just a couple of weeks ago. I think we're on the 3rd or 4th episode.
4 or 5 now.
And so Studio Bones has been spending everything, it seems, on this season. The visuals in this season, even for like just the first and second episodes, have been amazing. Like, People have been hyping up this is the best season of My Hero Academia so fucking hard, and that everything looks so amazing. And for me, the baseline for My Hero Academia visuals was Heroes Rising, the movie I showed you.
Yeah, that is pretty baller. The last like 20-30 minutes of that movie is insane.
It's so good for animation. And Studio Bones has been getting a lot of shit over the last couple of years because they keep putting all of their budget and time for animation into the movies.
That's what everyone does, though.
Well, but My Hero Academia, along with like Demon Slayer, have an advantage that they are like putting big name animations into theaters in the United States.
Right.
So they obviously have this, they need to make more capital from and take advantage of that, but it's been at the cost of the animation. So in the show, so seasons 6 and 7 struggled with animation some amount, like
in the filling in the blanks in between like movie stuff and then show stuff. That's what happened with Dragon Ball Super.
Yep.
Movies came out and then they turned those movies into seasons, and God, it was like a 4th grader drew some of the shit.
Yeah. But My Hero Academia is like the vigilante arc ended up being completely sacrificed at the altar of needing to make these movie films like really high animation. And you actually have there was a meme going around the community for My Hero Academia for a while that like My Hero Academia fans will even complain that the sky is blue.
Oh yeah, you were complaining about that.
It was fucking bullshit. So like if you read the manga, you know that in the vigilante arc, it's supposed to be like an incredibly dark, depressing season. Like Deku basically gives up and he's like, I'm just going through the motions, hitting things as hard as I fucking can. And he's like, there's a scene where he's sort of like just the silhouette on the rooftop kind of moment where he's overlooking the city. And in the manga, the cover was making it look like it was actually like storming out, and it was like really depressing shot. And then you cut over to the TV show, and it's a bright sunny day, clear skies.
Keep falling on my...
Yeah. And then he goes on to fight, and he's just like, "Is everyone here okay?" and stuff. And I'm just like, God damn it, dude.
That is a very like drastic feeling to where it's like the environment is portraying one thing and then the character is doing something completely
and
else.
It's really intellectually lazy to like you could probably just make fun of My Hero Academia fans for that easily enough, and if that's all it is, cool. But if you're actually saying that people should not be like criticizing the animation for completely changing the theme of certain episodes and certain
changes the tone of the entire thing.
Yeah, you can't just fuck with the tone, man.
You don't fuck with the tone.
You don't fuck with the tone. Leave the tone alone. You leave the tone alone. But no, man, it's been fun. I just throw this quick headline out and we're done and we'll wrap it up. But Netflix claims it won't buy Warner Brothers Discovery. I don't know why this even came up. Like,
didn't we talk about this? Because like everyone's saying that Netflix was going to end up buying WB, and they're like, no, we're into creating our own stuff instead of.
It came up for a moment, but the reason being is because Netflix obviously got freaking murdered by Elon the other week.
True.
Elon Musk took like what $25 billion out of their stock value. I'm sure it's kind of bounced around recently. I wonder if the article references it. Doesn't seem to. No, it didn't. But yeah, Netflix does and almost always has been just interested in creating their own original content. And then they had the announcements come out the other day for
or they will license certain IPs. They don't just go out and buy out studios.
Right. The announcement came out that they're doing another season of Stranger Things.
It's coming out here soon.
Yep. I'm just like, oh, cool.
I'm glad to end it on the last one. 4 was pretty good. So I just don't like Stranger Things. Is not my cup of tea. Didn't care for it. Didn't want to really watch it. Like tea.
I actually do.
Not my cup of coffee.
I drink tea a lot for like a couple of years straight. Like not just consistently. Like I didn't have like an IV.
Like in a cup and stuff.
Tumbler. Like a water bottle, not a tumbler.
Like an American.
A water bottle.
Like an American.
Yeah, not with my pinky out. Like gay, that's gay and British.
Not like that dystopian UK.
Yeah, we're not conquered yet. It's coming. Don't worry. We're gonna be
coming.
It's coming, bro. I read a story. We're not going to talk about it here, but I read a story that just absolutely wrecked me this morning about like something that happened in France. I'll take it off stream, but bro,
let me guess. That's something to do with the violent crime and immigration.
12-year-old involved, illegal immigrant, and then a lot of bad shit happened with that.
Yeah.
So
it's at a point now where just guessed.
You know
what it
exactly.
is.
Yeah, it's so predictable at this point, but it's like that was one of the most disgusting stories I've read this year. I'm having a hard time talking about it even now. But guys, on that dreary note, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Planks, a big shout out to you. Really appreciate all your support with the channel. We are gonna be doing live stream tomorrow for Sunday Slackers. Come hang out with us 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Looks like we're gonna be playing Battlefield 6. Should be a lot of fun. We have some other really cool stuff to look forward to on Sundays, so I hope you guys will continue to come and support the channel. If you're watching this back and you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's free. It's the best way to show support. It means a lot. Don't forget to smash the like button. Hype the video if you thought we did a great job talking about the stories and you enjoy the content. And leave a comment below what stories you guys thought were the most interesting to hear talk about today. So with all of that out of the way, we'll just wrap it up by saying, don't forget, go tell your stories. Peace out.
Bye.
Tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.